What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have a dynamic Spider-Man pose. So we have Spider-Man Miles Morales swinging through the streets of New York. So yeah, this is tricky. So he's like tilted, his head is tilted this way, big forced perspective hand, right? Like big hand up here. Like real, and foreshortened arms and all this kind of stuff. So kind of an advanced one, okay? Let's go. So we're going to do his head first. I'm going to start with the head just so we can get in the right position. Normally start with the eyes, but I think for this one, just to get it sort of marked in properly, we'll do the head first. So I'm on a landscape page, right? Use a pencil and eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. Get it out lightly first, and you can always do ink on top of your pencil, but you can't erase ink. So let's go. So we're going to just put his head here, right? And the angle is this, right? Now, there's many ways of drawing heads, sketching it out and all this. You can draw a circle with a jaw, or you can draw like a balloon or just an oval. Lots of different ways, right? So whatever you're comfortable with, if you're at that level, go ahead or just copy me. So his chin, we're going to mark it just here. So chin there, top of his head up here. All right, so you can see now our angle. Okay, going that way. Okay, so we're going to attempt to join these together, right? So first, we'll do his jaw, going up here. If you want, you can turn your page and do it straight and then go back the other way. I'll just go like this for the camera. And then the jaw on this side, like so. So then this will start from the jaws now to get gradually round. And you're going for this sort of balloon-like shape, okay? So it'll go like around here. Quite a tricky shape to get when you're just starting out drawing. So, and I just went wrong there, right? So the benefits of using pencil now. All right, like that. So I'll erase that in a minute, but we'll just keep going around. And so this is the kind of shape we're going for. And we'll try and smoothen it up. All right. Oval or balloon, and I'll just erase this line. So, Spider-Man's eyes are about halfway down, right, in this one. Maybe a little bit more than halfway. So if that was, say, halfway, it's like a tiny little bit more down here, okay? And he starts with this. Say we'll go just to mark our line. So we'll go, this is a spider web anyway. So it just comes across there. So it's probably, is it halfway? A little bit more than halfway. So say if halfway was there, just a slight bit down, okay? Now this is part of his webbing in the middle of his face. So his eyes are going to come out from this, right? And the real big exaggerated sort of, he's like got a shocked look on his face. So it's one of those sort of into the Spider-Verse kind of eyes, real big. And then it goes up and around, curving, like so, to like a spike up here, right? He's got a little spike here as well. And then this starts to go down, around, real big, right close, might even touch the edge of his head. Okay, curving around like that. Up to there, okay? And then we do the inside. So you kind of trace around that line. Now it gets wider up the top, so it gets kind of wide up here. Right. See? skinnier down there, and then it goes back down around, and then skinny into here. There does seem to be like another sort of line sort of coming around here, so like just thicken up, clean up some of my lines here. Right, so it does seem to be another kind of edge line or something, so it goes down around, back up, all the way to there, and then back down here. Like so. Okay, and then we try and do the same thing over here. So he's got, again, like a little spike somewhere here. And then this will go up. Slowly now, take our time. Around, and up to a spike here. And you want them roughly to be the same height there on the head. So then this goes down, and it'll come around here, right at the side of his head. Go up, follow the side of his head there. And then we go inside, so we trace around that sort of shape again, and we get wider as we go up to the top, into there, and then this comes down, around, wider down here, up to there. And then we have like an extra line on the inside here, so it's like just a ridge line or something. And then it kind of goes down the middle of this one. To there. And then, so he's got loads of webbing, but I'll just draw the center one in just so we get that. Right, and then we'll just do the main sort of shapes for the body now. And then we'll do all the detail work, right? So we'll just go, so we've got two arms, right? Obviously. But, right, so say there's a shoulder here. Like that. And this becomes his body at the front, right? So this will go, so this kind of bends in this way, and then body comes out. So this is like his chest. Sort of there. It's his chest muscle. And then the other side of his body it comes out here, down that way. So then his other shoulder line, right, so is here. Right, and then you have a little trapezius sort of muscle there. And then, so big arm and the side of his body, right? So the shoulder touches the bicep, which kind of goes in towards his armpit here. And the tricep comes out from underneath there. So he's got a big arm that goes off this way. This is like bicep, and there's like a bicep line there. And then his back comes down here, like a belt or something, goes off that way. And so his chest will sort of come out from that armpit sort of area, kind of here. The other side of his chest goes across there. That means we'll have like collarbones going into his shoulder, say going down here. And another one roughly going off that way. Okay. So this is your kind of rough anatomy stuff. And you could have like oblique muscles just here on the edge. Like that. So that's the body, right? So then the two arms. So we've one arm going this way. So we go out like so. So we go bicep. And then like a little bit of tricep there. And then his forearm comes out in towards his wrist. Same here, out in towards the wrist. Like so. And then the other arm, so real big. This one's like really exaggerated now, this arm, because it's coming close to the camera. Imagine if this was like a photograph and the camera was like right here. Right, so big forearm compared to the other one. Up that way. And you could have another sort of forearm muscle there. This goes up here, like maybe like a wrist bone or something. Going down that way. Right, so then the big hand, we'll do that one. So it's really massive, right? The thumb is like the size of his eyes. So bottom of his hand goes around there. Other line for his hand. Starting there. Just need to move an image. Yeah, so starts here and then curves around like that. And then we just bring the wrist up to it. So we'll go just up to there. Right, so then we'll go up and do the thumb. So it kind of sticks out there for a knuckle. And then goes up and then around the thumb like that. So crazy big. And then, so the thumb will join the index finger. He's doing the classic Spider-Man pose, right? So index finger sticking up. We sort of bump, go in, up for a knuckle, a couple of bumps. And then sort of square top on his finger. Comes around. Sort of cartoony, exaggerated kind of fingers. Bump there. Bump around here. Right, so we got a knuckle here. And then his little finger sticking out here. So we got like a bump for a knuckle. And then this will go out for a knuckle, down, up. And then around, real big, back in. Exaggerated sort of shapes. And then in towards the hand. Like that, right? And then two fingers coming down here. So, say like the bottom of it kind of folds around. So, we'll go like out like so. Then around here. To there. That. So he's got like red knuckles. So this comes around and then goes underneath here. Okay, and there's all webbing on that and stuff. So the webbing kind of starts here. But we'll just draw the other hand and then we'll go at all the details on his costume. Okay, so the other hand's a little bit easier. A little bit. So it goes up. You can't see his thumb, it goes in behind his hand here because he's holding like a load of rope webbing. So then this one goes up for knuckles, down, in behind, another knuckle here, another one here, like that. And then there's like this red knuckle cap or something on his costume. Like so. And then this is like bicep sort of anatomy sort of there. Another one there. Okay, so no easy way to do this now. So it's like we'll do the webbing on his costume, his spider, all the emblems, all that detail stuff. And then we'll draw his rope that's kind of coming out of his hand and all that. So we'll just start in his face. And this is a tedious process, but we'll do it. So starting with the webbing on his face. Now, his webbing is red, just so you know. I'm just going to do it in black. But if you want, you should be drawing in pencil and then you can change it afterwards. Just going over his head here. A little bit, just thicken up these lines. So straight one down the middle. Then another two beside it. These curve. So this will curve around his head. Three there, one comes out from behind his eye, going that way. And then two that go out around his mouth. And there. There. And coming down from his eye here. There. You might see another there somewhere. And then we have all the cross webs. So we go up, down, up, down. That, and then maybe something coming around his head here, just touching the edge of his head, kind of there. And then on his mouth, so the webbing on Spider-Man is always, I always say it in every Spider-Man video, it's always the worst. It's always the hardest part, I think. Well, it's the most tedious. I guess the anatomy would be the hardest part. All right, so then, so he's got these red ones coming down his body, big sort of red ones coming over his shoulder, okay? So these come down here, right, spike, and then go down his body, all the way down. And then he's got coming around his shoulder, into here, down the body there. And he's another one coming over this shoulder. So it goes how wide is it? Like here. It goes down. kind of spikes in here and then goes down around his chest. And then a little bit more down this way. So then we have the spider on his chest, right? So it's kind of in a like different angle than what we're used to drawing it, right? So we're looking at it from the side. So the body of it, right, is like here. So like the bottom comes up that way. And then the head comes around here. Like that, and then the fangs are kind of there. This is all red, but I'll just do it black. And I can change it to red afterwards. Lucky me. And then he has 8 legs. So 2 coming up the center. So we go coming out kind of from the top of the head here. Up. Around to there. And I'll just thicken up these parts, make them kind of spiky looking on top. Then another one here. Like that. So they're the 2 on that side at the top. And then another one coming out, say here. You want to make them sort of a bit thicker. There. And then another layer of one here. I'm going to just color his body black, just because, just to keep everything consistent. Right, kind of like that. Right, and then we have 4 more. So 2, 1, 2, and then something else going around his body. Like they look like legs, but it's like just another part of his body. So say like coming out from here. So we go out, down real big here. Another one out, and now I'll just thicken them up. So it goes down here, and then on this side, like this big one comes out. You can't kind of see it, kind of disappears like here, and then another one out down here. Right, I can't just, I'll thicken this and these. And then he has another section that wraps around his body here. I don't know if it's more legs or what, but it's just like another sort of diamond shape. Just there. Okay, and then more webbing. So, like say like we'll have kind of like his neck, say coming down from his jaw somewhere. So like here. Going that way. And there might be like another sort of neck muscle going up here. And then all webbing coming down his neck and his body and everything. So starting there. Then like another one beside it goes down here. Kind of comes over his chest. I think his collarbone goes that way. So these are all the vertical ones, right? We'll do those first. So we'll just go. Going over maybe another shoulder line just there. Something else in here. Going that way. 1, 2, and then down there. These all go down his body eventually, but we'll just do them up here first. Okay, so I'm going quite slow now, I know that, but there's no other way to do it. You gotta like just go carefully and slowly and try and just get them all done. So we keep going down with this one now, down there. And this one I'll go through the spider, down around his chest, abs, sort of gone off this way. And this one will travel down here somewhere. Down there. And that one disappears that way. Right, and then we have all the cross ones. So, like so. So coming from around here, I'm gonna go down, around, there like that. So circling around that like that. And then there's a couple more layers of this. So we go again. This one kind of disappears under the shoulder somewhere. Like there, and then another one coming around here. And then 2 more coming from his neck. Goes up around under his jaw. Like so, and then we go around here as well. There, here, here. on his belly as well. Like that. Okay, so that's the webbing on the body. Then we'll go up and do the hands. So on his forearms, right, there's these extra black details. So they're just circling around the forearm here. It's like where the glove joins his arm or something. Lines like so. And then something else just on his arm here. Like that. And then all the webbing on his fingers. So like on his thumbs and stuff. So you just kind of go, you follow the shape for his fingers here. You just kind of go around them. Kind of like that. And then same over here. And then on these fingers here, carving around, always doing curvy lines rather than straight lines. Like so. And then his little finger there. Okay, and then do we have any webbing up here? We have that glove thing. So like his wrist, sort of where the glove joins his hand. And then another sort of shape here like that. Right. I'm just going to thicken up my edge lines. And then I'm going to draw the webbing that he's swinging on. So the rope, okay? So it'll shoot out from his wrist that way, and there's like all this wrapped sort of cord coming down here. Okay, so then the rope, right? So coming out from the wrist. Now, if you want, you can use a ruler, but it's going to just go kind of like from across this knuckle. So we'll just go diagonal. We'll just do it. We'll just be brave and go for it. And then just kind of coming out from here. And then it gets wider as we go up, so we've got this perspective thing going on. Okay, going off that way. And of course you'll have to erase any lines that are inside here. Right, going that way. And to make it look kind of more webby, what he does is he goes around with these sort of bumps and things on them like this. See, like that, and it goes all the way down. All around like this. You can erase all inside here, and then you can draw on top of that. So lots of these kind of rope lines now going around it. And inside here, you know, you can have like more texture lines for the tube of webbing going up this way. We just keep adding these kind of bumps and things for the webbing, some texture lines. Right, sort of like that. And then, so he's holding on to his webbing up here. So basically you do kind of the same thing again, but he's holding on to like a big cluster of it. So it like comes out from his arm like this way. Curves around. Comes off the page there. And then, yeah, like some more, you can do this lots of different ways, but let's just arcing kind of webbing lines this way, and we'll double them up as well. So another one sort of coming out here. Another one around the back of his hand there. Something behind that one. Like that. And then you double up these lines and then add more webbing sort of texture details on that. So you just go right, and then we just go lots of these kind of webbing lines. And if you need to erase any stuff inside or color over, you can. Right, but that's all the detail I'm going to add anyway. That's how to draw Miles Morales in a swinging pose. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.